I've spent a few years doing some work with hypnotherapy. And so I've done the work and gotten to a certain point, and then I needed to take the next step. And I felt like the retreat was sort of that next step. I think I've been, for a great part of my life, sort of in that fight or flight, holding on to the tension, waiting for what's the next thing that's going to happen. And so I did feel like there was a physical tightness about me that I needed to begin to let go, or at least begin to address. There were several powerful moments within, I think, even just starting at the beginning, where I typically haven't been in an environment where I come in and I'm a complete stranger to everybody in an intimate sort of setting like that. Breaking through that, just letting your guard down and being okay around people that you don't really know, and allowing myself to sort of open up to a group and be held and be, supported. And that was really powerful. I know the one thing that I felt really strong about was the closing ceremony, when, just sort of let some things go and physically represented that as letting it go. Felt like I left some stuff behind me. In my history, I've maybe disconnected from my body in a certain way because, there was trauma and there was things that sort of happened to my physical body. So, that part of me was really like locked down tight, bristling against the world. I could be holding a thought in my head around your younger self, or, your higher self, and being able to sort of represent that physically and connecting the dots between the body and the mind. I think it just wasn't something I thought about before. Like, I just hadn't really thought, I'm disconnected in that way. And so being able to really think about how the body is also part of the whole, and being able to just connect to that and being able to say, yeah, that's something that I can do. I can do something, take an action and shake off the stress or whatever it is, and feel that impact of that. And coming home, I know there was like a couple nights that I got home and I was like, oh man, I really miss that environment. I miss the people that were there, it was a great experience. And getting out of bed and just sort of like shaking off some of the anxiety or the, sadness, and then being okay to go to bed. So I've taken some of those practices home with me and realized that there are things that I can do to help let go of stress when it comes on. I've been really inspired since coming home to realize that I do miss being creative. I do miss the artist part of me, understanding that it's something I enjoy and brings me happiness. So dedicating some time to that space, and also writing. So I've been writing, thinking about sort of my future and what brings value to myself and the world. So pretty big stuff. I think I generally feel more integrated coming out of the retreat. Like, I feel like I'm a more integrated person. So we're partners now, my physical and my sort of mind and spirit, more than I'm dragging the body along for the ride, and which feels better to me. Obviously, it feels like I value myself more and value my physical self more. I'm paying more attention to feeding myself the food that is good for me, and versus snacking on silly things. And I can't tell you how many people I've told about this experience, because, good friends of mine know me and see a difference, I think, too. I just spent a weekend with a good friend of mine, and she's like, you just seem lighter. Yeah, it just feels like a happier space to be, not maybe as serious and just lighter. In my past, I've been a person that if there's ever any conflict or tension in a relationship with me, I feel the high pressure to resolve that thing. What do I need to do to fix it? What do I need to do to, make things better? And so I do feel like I'm able to just sit in maybe the discomfort and allowing things to work out in a way that isn't applying a lot of pressure to them, which I would typically want to do because I'm uncomfortable in the situation. I want the discomfort to end. The other women, the incredible women that were part of it, was really very special. And hearing their stories and understanding we all sort of are fighting similar things in our lives. You know, you could just feel your peacefulness in the retreat and within the team. You know, you just were very grounded and supportive and caring, and it made it a very comfortable and peaceful and enjoyable time. Like I just, you know, you guys were just amazing. I had such a wonderful experience that, you know, I would encourage anybody to do it. So I would say go for it. Like it is amazing. It was an amazing experience for me. And the fear is just something that you sort of face for a minute, you know, when it's uncomfortable, when you just are meeting new people, and that goes away within minutes of you forming connections. So yeah, I would say go for it. Trust yourself.